Hello friends. So I'm on my way to the dentist, and that's an odd time to make a video, but I promised myself several months ago that I would, well, first, more than a year ago, I promised myself that I would start to honor that still quiet voice inside me that was finally speaking after years and years and years of being quiet, because there was no point in saying anything because I had no ability to manifest anything, and so why would that little voice speak to me when it knew that I was incapable of whatever it was talking about. So that's what disempowerment did for me, being a victim anyway. So when I decided that it was everybody else's fault, I also obviously took the solution out of my own hands. And so one of the ways that I got over that was by making this commitment to myself that I would stop doing shit that I knew was wrong on any level. And I still do shit that's wrong. I'm just saying, like, that was a big, big, big thing for me because I was doing shit that was wrong and it was ruining my life. And, so a lot of help from a lot of people, but, Jordan Peterson among them. I just stopped doing some of the bullshit and then I just, as I got better at doing right, I kept doing right. And life just, changed. Every single thing about me. My life has changed and nothing's changed. It's so weird. Like, really nothing in my physical situation looks like it's changed at all. It's the weirdest thing. And that's why I have to make these videos, because I'm telling you, I have to find a way to convince people, because you're my people. I love you all so much. And I don't want any of you to be unhappy. That's just it. Bottom line, I want every single one of you to be happy. And I want every single one of you to feel good no matter what's going on. And so I still live with my ex-husband. I still, yearn for somebody who's not good for me. Like, but I don't stay down for more than a couple minutes, because every time I get down, I think to myself, okay, are you done? Are you done? Are all those people that are suffering that you wanted to show, shine some light for them, is that just over? Was that bullshit? Because that's how I got myself out of the worst of my, the deepest depths, was by thinking about, I'm going to conquer this, and then I'm going to fucking help other people, And a lot of people have gotten back up on their feet using that motivation. And it's powerful, and it's very powerful. It's more powerful than depression. It's more powerful than lust. It's really, really powerful. I think it's more powerful than addiction, because I was addicted to a person, and I was addicted to being a victim, and I was definitely not being responsible when it came to not mind-altering substances necessarily, but just like thinking that I could treat my body any way that I wanted is the bottom line. And head injury really will, when you're told that you're, early onset dementia already, and you're 47 or 48, and, diagnosed as schizophrenic, and your mom was crazy, and your dad was crazy, and they killed themselves, and that's all just not okay. It's the bottom line. So this is what I'm telling you, is that I know that it is possible for us to get back up on our feet, stronger and braver and kinder and better, as far as in terms of better for ourselves and better for each other and better for our planet. I know that it's possible within a relatively short period of time. It took 6 months for me. And the thing is that none of us is really all that different. I had run my life off in a ditch, and it took me about 6 months of not engaging in quite the same level of bullshit. I stopped buying my own bullshit, basically, I stopped listening to my own crap, and I started challenging things that, I just had to, and every single day something pops into my head and I go, oh, wow, why didn't I see that before? Every day. And that's our hubris. That's all it is it's just like we think that the world is the way that we see it. And it doesn't make us bad or evil. We're just wrong sometimes. We're wrong a lot, because we only see the world from our own eyes, through our own filters and our own perspectives and our own understanding and our own reality. That's what relativity is. Everything is relative to the individual. So, like, your worst pain is your worst pain. My worst pain is my worst pain. And we are all misunderstood, and we all misunderstand. That's all there is to it. And we are literally all doing the best that we can in any given moment. Even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else, we're doing what we know how to do. And I've applied that principle to every relationship that I've ever fucked up, and run the relationships back through these principles, and every single one of those relationships solved itself. I'm telling you, dead people long dead. Our relationship makes sense to me now, and it's become a source of joy and power because there are people that I couldn't help, and I'm going to help somebody else, and then that person's going to help somebody else, and we're going to do this because there are so many of us that have been broken and damaged, that if we get better, if we heal, if we see it as our number one priority, because that is what we have to do. We need more people who are fully in themselves, who are fully awake to their full potential and to what's going on in the world. That's it. And the only way to get there is to get there. You just have to take baby steps every day, clean up your mess, clean up the messes in your life, your relationships and your outbuildings and whatever, and just reduce the chaos and get honest. And it doesn't take very long before you start to remember, what it felt like on the first day of summer when you were in 5th grade and stuff. Honestly, that was the first time that I knew that I was going to have to make these videos one way or another, even though I don't like talking about myself. I was raised in one of those families where if you said anything about yourself, you either got made fun of or, somehow or another reminded that, we don't like braggarts and, but underneath that, the whole time, even though I just was reluctant, I just keep thinking that I'm not going to sit in my house and watch the world burn if there's anything that I can do about it. And I believe that there is, because I believe that anything that one person can do, anybody can do, if they are genuinely and honestly shown the way. And so, I was going to write a book, but I can't do that because this just needs to be I don't own this, and I'm so grateful that this came to me, that these things came to me, that the crumbs kept appearing. And I hope they keep appearing, but I know they will. And if they keep appearing for me, then I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep gathering steam and momentum. And this entire thing has been because of you guys, because I know that we need each other really bad, all of us. And we're not each other's enemies. We're just not, because we're all just trying to survive. And the people who are trying to oppress us, they can't. They can't, and they won't be able to, because if we feel like I feel, we won't allow it. I'm telling you, I was half dead for 20 years because I was miserable. When I stopped being miserable because I stopped creating chaos that made it hard for me to see anything. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anybody suffering. I got to the point where I couldn't see my kids suffering. But something, one of them said something or something, and it just I realized it, and, but for a while I didn't. And that's going on with people right now, people that you think are insensitive or I think are, no, they're just dealing with their own thing. And we're just making it so much worse, by piling on each other. And bottom line, we just need to be kind. There's no excuse for anything other than kindness. There just isn't. We just have to not allow ourselves to be cruel, because we are destroying our chances for a future with any meaning, because we are literally pushing ourselves back into a less evolved state that can devolve very rapidly, because we barely have the smarts and the chutzpah to carry off what we've already created. And we're about to unleash this whole AI thing. We need competent people. We need intelligent people. We need ethics. We need morals. We need integrity. We have to start right now standing up for ourselves and saying, we will not allow this shit that's going on, all of this corruption, and we just can't allow it anymore. It's not okay. There are too many places where there's just bullshit going on, and we all know it. And the fact that it's going on and we're not doing anything about it about it makes us hate ourselves, and we're ashamed of ourselves, even though we know there's nothing we can do. But you know what? There is something we can do. If we all join together, there's something that we can do. And we have to do it, because the people that I'm talking about, they're not going to suffer the same ravages that you and I are if, everything breaks down. And that's what we're headed towards. And we're not too big to fail. Mankind is not too big to fail. We have just entered a mass extinction, and the last one was the dinosaurs. We are not too big to fail. We can absolutely have this whole thing fall down around our ears, and if that happens, it's going to happen within, some of our lifetimes. Probably not mine, but I don't know. Within 50 years? I mean, seriously, go do the research. It's not me saying this. Go do the research. Look it up. We are in danger. We are in danger. Us. And we don't hate each other. We don't. We don't know what we hate or who we hate, because we don't know who we are. We can find out, though. And the way to that is just the truth. That's all it is. It's just the truth. No more saying yes when you mean no, and no more having sex with people you don't like and shit like that. I mean, that takes a huge toll on your autonomic nervous system, for one thing. And anyway, I got to go into the dentist. I could go on all day, but just put your headphones on and listen to some uplifting music, or listen to, a speaker that speaks to you, I mean, I have a list as long as my arm, but that's mine. I don't know who. Put a word in and find somebody that's positive talking about it. Just, let's start talking about it, what it looks like when we fix it. Let's just start talking like that. Let's just start talking about how amazing it's going to be. Join me, okay? Because I'm tired of everybody looking at me like I'm crazy, because nobody thinks we can do this. And I'm just walking around. I'm probably going to talk to my dentist about it. Really, I talk to every single person. I can't try, no dating or anything. It's just, this is all I talk about. So join me, please. We can do this. We just need to bang the drum, okay? And out in the world, we don't have to do it online, because people online are different, because they have the block and whatever, it's fine. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not very good with online. In fact, I really need help with that. But online just, freaks me out, because it's too nasty. But I'm trying, because I can't, I need to get this out. I need to tell people that I love them, and we got this. Okay? We got this.